If I was describing the Steamboat Symphony Orchestra to someone who never has heard us or knows nothing about us, I would say a picture's worth 1,000 words. You just have to show up. If you don't come to the experience, I can try to explain it to you, and there's no way I can. There's no way. It's vibrational, sort of, it hits you chemically.
I think one thing I love about the Steamboat Symphony Orchestra is that every person I've met that interacts with the orchestra has this real genuine love and passion for what we do. And sometimes the hardest part is getting people to come experience it, to get them through the door. But once they do, it is like electric. You know, when I think back to my first concert for the Steamboat Symphony Orchestra as a patron, was their holiday show. My daughter was participating for the first time, and the audience just sort of vibing off of that energy. I was like, these are things that are created right now, one at a time, and they're never recreated in the same way, even for the next show that's the same theme. And I left there going, this is exactly what Steamboat needs to have in its community.
When I see people respond to this orchestra, when I see them respond to the concert experience in such a way that they don't even know how to describe it, I've seen people come up to me in tears. I've seen people just come up and give me the greatest hug because they can't believe the journey that we've just been on. That is the greatest high that an artist could ever receive. And they're doing it because they love this orchestra and they love their community. It's very personal and it's really wonderful.
I've been with the orchestra for over 25 years. My relationship with the orchestra is one of the longest relationships I've had. I've seen the orchestra grow from this little fledgling, how do we get people playing together, to what it is today. Without this Steamboat Symphony would just be, you hate to say less, but it provides this depth of culture that I don't know from where else you get it. It's not just what is the music that we listen to and what is the experience as an audience, it's what it does for our families and for the youth in our community. My role as the education director is always, I advocate for how do we continue to support young musicians trying to understand what this is.
That's 100% it. Kids need a place where they can feel safe and they are welcome and they are seen.
The Steamboat Symphony Orchestra has evolved from a community orchestra to a professional level orchestra. And that happened over many, many years. And it happened with the support of many individuals and a lot of donors who thought this is worth it. And I think what's happened is at every concert, people are saying, this is really worth it.
One of the great blessings in my life is the opportunity to be a steward of resources that are invested in something that I love. And my ability to be a leader, which really enables me to be a servant, is based upon the community support of this organization. We can't possibly pay for the work that we do through ticket sales. The ticket sales would simply be too high. So it's the donor who makes it possible for us to be in the schools. It's the donor that makes it possible for us to bring Broadway stars to this community. It's the donor that makes it possible for us to connect on a person-by-person basis with the kids here that are learning the language of music. It's the donor that makes this possible.